Huh? Hey, Yuki? La la la. Hey, Yuki, listen to me. Whoa! What's going on, Impmon? You're always like this. Why don't you try listening when people are talking to you? Oh, my bad. A little more than a year ago, in the middle of the Digimon Liberator beta test in Lacuna, Yuki sat bobbing her head to the music in her headphones. Meanwhile, her partner, Impmon, looked on in annoyance. What the heck are those things? They're headphones. Never seen a pair before, Impmon? Yuki explained that checking out the items in the game was a proper duty in itself, albeit somewhat pompously. You can listen to all sorts of stuff, like the battle BGM, but I think the theme song might be my favorite. What's your favorite, Immon? No clue. What's so great about blasting noise in your ears? You don't get it. It really amps you up. Come on, why don't you give it a shot? Huh? I'll pass. Come on, don't be a stick in the mud. Here, show me your ears. Yuki grabbed Impmon as it tried to wriggle away and clamped its head with her headphones, now blasting rock music. Hey! What the heck is this noise? Hush, hush. Just give it a chance, will ya? I don't think this is for, actually, it's not half bad. Impmon finally gave up on resisting, then pressed the headphones tighter to listen more intently. Yuki watched on gleefully as Impmon started swaying to the rhythm. Finally, once the song had finished, Impmon removed the headphones and exclaimed excitedly at Yuki, "This is so good!" So you're saying you like it too? I knew you would. What's the name of this song? And who's the singer? I'm not sure. What? Impmon looked dumbfounded at the lackluster response they received in response to their enthusiastic question. How can you be listening to it and not know? What's wrong with you? Nah, I just listen to whatever pops up, you know? It's in some foreign language, so I don't really understand it. Wait, aren't you supposed to be a college student? Gah! You're hopeless. I'll figure it out myself. Give me that. Then, Immon swiped Yuki's D-storage and began searching through its sound library whilst quietly humming the chorus of the song from earlier. Dang, you're even more into it than I thought, Yuki muttered in surprise at Impmon, who had found the song and was listening intently to another track from the band, Digimon Liberator Side Story, Debug.17.1, Rowdy Rock, Part 1. There we go, one more down. In a corner of Cross Connectia, Yuki held up her heavy metal Dramon card, proudly announcing her victory. Before her, a pile of 3 runaway NPCs, all now no longer operational. That worked out nicely. Hey, 3 in a row and without breaking a sweat. Looks like you won't be able to deny my gamer prowess any longer, huh, Immon? Yeah, I guess. Wait a second, did you just praise me? That's super very good. Shut it, as if I'd ever praise you. Cut it out. Let go of me. Immon resisted as Yuki pounced onto it. From behind the two of them rang out a hearty laugh, accompanied by the rumbling of a motorcycle. Gah ha ha! You two are fierce, and as close as thieves too. You know it. We are not. As Yuki's sincere exclamation and Impmon's feeble attempt to hide their feelings clashed and echoed, another peal of laughter erupted from the Digimon, Rebellimon. Anyhow, I appreciate your help. We didn't stand a chance against those spiky humanoid things. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad to see you, Rebellimon. We haven't run into anyone all day. Yuki and Impmon had gotten the geographical data for Cross Connectia from Mirai Kinosaki and Hanimon, and it had been an entire day since they saw them off to Lacuna. They tried to walk straight to the location on the map that was labeled Mistymon, but after finding not a hint of Digimon activity, the two simply walked, bickering as usual. At some point along the way, they happened upon a Rebellimon being pursued by several runaway NPCs. Yuki watched for some time as the Rebellimon danced just out of reach of the NPCs, running around in circles. Finally, she had had enough and defeated the NPCs in a card battle. I don't really get it, Impmon muttered. It looked like you could have just run away at any time. Why were you just circling around the same spot over and over? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Oh, if you're curious, come see. Rebellimon beckoned them to follow, leading them into the shade of a large nearby boulder. I wasn't alone. I was acting as a decoy to buy them time to flee, but they got scared. All right, guys, it's safe now. No sooner had Rebellimon said this, 2 more Digimon resembling Rebellimon, but with different sounding motors, appeared. These were both Digimon that appeared to be wearing vividly colored animal pelts, but in terms of shape, these Digimon were unlike any that Yuki had seen before. One of them had a wheel-like carapace on both arms and legs. It would use these wheels to drive around on all 4s, just like an F1 car. The other Digimon was a bestial type with wings. However, These were not like bird wings. Instead, they were straight, almost like the wings of a fighter jet. Apparently, they're called Turbomon and Maneuvermon, though I can't say I've ever seen these Digimon before. Whoa! You're cute as heck. You're fluffy and yet you're like machines. You're super cool and adorbs. As Yuki said this, she attempted to grab Turbomon, who quickly shifted into reverse and screeched away to keep its distance. Sensing her advances, Maneuvermon also leapt into the air, landing on top of the boulder. These guys have been getting chased around by those spiky guys quite a lot, so they're pretty on guard around humans. Oh, I had no idea. Sorry, Turbomon and Maneuvermon. Sorry we scared you. Yuki is like this towards everyone, so don't mind her. Once Yuki and Impmon had apologized, the timid duo slowly crept back towards Yuki. Their gazes appeared to be fixated on the D storage around her waist. Oh, this thing? Ah, I get why you're afraid. It's because those runaway NPCs had them too, huh? Hold on, I'll put it away. As she went to put away the D storage, Turbomon shook its head. Maneuvermon slowly floated down to her and handed something over. Huh, is this? What's that, a card? Yeah, and it's no ordinary card. Look at this, Impmon. It was a tamer card. The silver-haired, sunglass-wearing kid, Cool Boy. This is Cool Boy's tamer card. Have you two met him? Turbomon and Maneuvermon both nodded. From what they could gather, Turbomon and Maneuvermon were being chased by some rogue NPCs several days prior, before they were saved by none other than Cool Boy. He gave them his tamer card and seemingly instructed them to show it to any humans that they encountered. It seems like you get attacked quite often. Yeah, several days ago and today to boot. Yuki softly patted Turbomon on the head as if to say, there. Impmon looked utterly unamused watching Turbomon, who had taken a liking to Yuki, joyfully accepting her pets. It's true, some damage from those spiky things was reported recently, but it's rather unusual how they were being chased. You think so too, Rebellimon? Why's that? Maybe it's got something to do with the new type that we're not familiar with. Yuki glanced at Turbomon and Maneuvermon while murmuring contemplatively. Despite being machines, they really stood out in the machine town, since they appeared to be made of organic materials. Welp, like any amount of thinking will give me any answers for now. Let's just be happy to know that Cool Boy was safe and sound. Yeah, let's go with that. Well, we don't know what has happened since then. He could have been captured by Mistymon, right? Can't you try to be positive, Immon? Mistymon! Rebellimon piped up, sounding surprised. You guys aren't trying to go to where Mistymon is, are ya? Huh? You betcha, problem. Yeah, problem. Rebellimon scratched its head out of exasperation. I'm warning you, it's best that you give up. The security in the Guardian's fortress is incredibly tight. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You'll be caught in a second, and then that's that. Yeah, if they come at us in numbers, it could be tricky, even if I'm in my mega form. But we gotta go. Our friends could be there. So there's nothing I can say to change your minds? Realizing that they were a stubborn bunch, Rebellimon shrugged its shoulders. If you're dead set on going, you better not go with just the two of you. Don't you have any other friends? We do, but we can't reach them at the moment. She sighed and opened up her D-storage. She had been periodically checking her reception, always to no avail, possibly due to the cross-connectio weather or maybe interference on the part of Unchained. Want to just walk and hope we bump into everyone? No, we've been heading straight for the Mistymon this whole time. If we keep going, we'll get there for sure. You're probably right. I feel like everyone will eventually make their way to the fortress. It would really suck if everyone trickled in one by one and got captured. Yeah! What if we just shouted really loudly? We're over here! What are you even saying, Yugi, you moron? You got any better ideas? While the bickering duo started fighting yet again, Rebellimon stood mulling things over, grumbling to itself until finally it nodded with purpose. That might actually be a good idea. What? What do you mean? The suggestion you brought up before. No, it's not like we have a plan or anything. I told you. Watching the somewhat hopeless expressions of Yuki and Impmon, Rebellimon spoke. Shouting as loudly as you can, we're right here, will do nicely. A rock festival? Yuki looked at the flyer Rebellimon was holding, mouth agape. We Digimon have no clue what this rock thing is, but they hold it here once every season. It gets pretty wild. They even get complaints from the Guardian's fortress because it's too loud. Huh. I know it's nearby, but the forest where the fortress is kind of far away, right? They can hear it all the way over there? Oh, you can hear it all right. You can hear it throughout this entire world. Say what now? That's because they have some ultra-giga huge speakers that were cooked up by the machine-type Digimon here in this town. We're talking so massive that the base will knock you back 100 meters if you're anywhere near it. Whoa! Yuki was a bit slow to react to this in the face of a tale of scale so foreign to that of the human world. And yet, you know what? If we all shout into those, it might just work. Hey, Rebellymon, when's this festival? Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow? For real? Yuki's voice cracked in surprise. Come on, that's a bit of a tough ask. I mean, yeah, I'm not bad at karaoke, but I've never been in a band. Hey, Impmon. Impmon? Yeah, bring it on. You're all in on this, right, Yuki? Huh? Yuki was surprised to hear her partner going along with the antics when they were usually the last one to do so. Seriously, Impmon, how are we going to be ready in a day? That's going to be brutal. What's wrong with you? All we got to do is be really loud, right? Leave it to me. I'll teach all the Digimon of this world how to rock. Now that I think about it, you were listening to that rock song way more than I did, as Yuki thought to herself in a flustered mess. Impmon sharply pointed its finger. Better yet, this is actually what you want, Yuki. I do? Your voice will reach every Digimon in this whole world. Oh! Indeed, this was a dream come true for Yuki, since her goal was to befriend all Digimon in existence. Her expression gradually began to shift from bewilderment to uncontainable exuberance. Looks like you made up your mind. Yep, Rebellymon, let's do it. Yuki, you got the mic. Leave the rest to me. So, I really do have to sing? Duh! Come on, Yuki, you better practice your death metal growls. Impmon, I don't think that death metal growls would be very cute. Rebellymon chuckled as they watched Yuki get dragged away by Impmon. What an interesting duo! I can't wait to see the performance tomorrow. Turbomon and Maneuvermon both nodded beside them.